Christmas is coming. I know it's only July, but that's not stopping me. There's only one way to celebrate this sacred month. We're going to HHGregg to get a Panasonic Blu-ray for only $99. Now, I know I seem like a crazy person.
In July 2010, a commercial aired for the company HHGregg, which was an appliance and electronics store. The company mascot was this weird Rayman-looking catalog guy called HH. Why he's named HH instead of Greg, the actual name-sounding name, I have no idea. Anyway, in this commercial, HH proclaims that it is Christmas in July now. Who gave this catalog man the authority to do this? Could he hypothetically move New Year's Day to March 21st? How high does his power go? In the commercial, we see HH outside of an HHGregg singing Deck the Halls. Only the lyrics are changed up so that HH can tell us about all the great savings they have going on during the month.
Save on everything at Christmas in July. HHGregg.
The first deal is a
Panasonic Blu-ray
for $99 instead of the usual $159. That's almost 40% off. That's a pretty good deal, but is it really move a holiday up 5 months good? Next, it's a
32-inch LCD TV
for $299 as opposed to the usual $399. That's $100 off. Now that seems like a much better deal. That absolutely justifies screwing up the Earth's rotation, creating winter when it should be summer. But when you look at the two deals percentage-wise, the Blu-ray player is actually a better deal. I'm sorry, HH. These savings are great, but not great enough to justify your sins. And lastly, we have a
LG 42-inch HD TV
for $489 when it's normally $599, which is the lowest percentage saved thus far.
Regardless of the morals of the whole moving Christmas thing and the possible global catastrophe, some pretty good deals.
It is worth noting that HH does say in the commercial,
everything's on sale during Christmas in July.
So we can gather that there are many more sales in this, but these seem to be the biggest ones they had going on at the time. I did get some pretty great savings, so I personally was able to forgive HH, but that doesn't mean everybody could. At the end of the commercial, his song is cut off. A passerby throws a snowball at him, the impact causing HH to collapse.
A snowball in July?
Don't say it like that, you know what you did.
It's been 10 years since that commercial first aired. For 10 long years, I've had that commercial etched into my brain. I can't tell you a single thing I learned back in high school, but if you need to know, back in July of 2010, where you might have gotten an LG 42-inch HD TV for only $489, hey, I'm your guy. Some commercials, for one reason or another, just stick with us forever. I'm confident that until the day I die, I will still be quoting that one Cheerios commercial, the one on the train, the one bee. He says, "I love this honey, and now it's mine." And then the other bee says, "Well, here, have some." And then the other bee goes back to him. He's in the honey now, and he says, "I love this honey, yummy, yummy, yummy." Yeah, you know the one.
The HHGregg commercial is just so absurd, it's hard to forget about it. Everything about it, from this stupid mascot character and trying to force lyrics about these hot limited savings into Deck the Halls. The character of HH is also voiced by Wally Wingert, the voice of John Arbuckle from The Garfield Show, amongst other things. He really brought the character of HH to life for this commercial. It's an outstanding voice performance. For years and years, people have been making remixes using audio samples from the commercial. People have been making very impressive memes out of it. People adore this thing, including myself. It's a really good commercial, and I think the memorability really demonstrates that the best. 10 years later, we all still remember this commercial word for word. Unfortunately, things didn't go so well for HHGregg as a company. Either not enough people saw the commercial, or the savings were just too good and they lost a lot of money as a result. HHGregg sadly closed all stores in 2017 after filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. A month after all stores were closed, the brand would get bought out, and a new online store was created under the name of HHGregg.
Despite the death of HHGregg and the disappearance of a beloved mascot, it still lives on in our hearts, and I vow to dedicate every July for the rest of my life to this company who made a funny commercial once. Is this not the most precious beagle you've ever seen? Look at that smile. He's so happy Christmas is here early. He's so happy about it. I think you're just confused. I'm confused, yeah. Okay. I don't blame you. I'm confused too.